Shalom, shalom. This is Apostle Rakah. I say all praises to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai. All praises to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Ba'Hashem Rakah Kwadash. Back with another video, another impromptu video. And anyways, man, by the way, I just want to say this. Shalom, Barak, Kol Akim, Rapah, Kol Akim Wa Akwaf, Kazaklab, Kazakhraka, Rapah. Okay, in the name of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, and I pray that all you Akim, primarily starting with you Akim, while you sincere Akwaf, that follow after the gospel of Yahweh Shai, that the Lord blesses y'all and keeps y'all as well as possible in this wicked, evil kingdom that we living in. And with that being said, look, man, we're gonna always repeat the same thing, because that's the time we're in. We're in the time of prophecy. The Lord is about to drop this place, man. And I know it sounds like a cliche, but it's really not. It's reality. And if you're watching the news, or if you're just out here in real life yourself, walking around in this society, you can see this place is through. How much lower can society go? And the so-called white man he's I want to pronounce this word correctly, man. The proprietor of all this. He's the father of all this. Esau, this devil. That's why in the book of John 8:44, remember Yahweh Shai was cursing out those wicked Pharisees. And what did he say? Now, he was talking to wicked Israelites. He was talking to wicked ass evil niggas. But he referred them to Esau, so-called white man, and he said it. So a lot of people, I remember years ago, they used to always say, well, show me in the Bible, and it was always primarily niggas, show me in the Bible where it says the white man is the devil. John 8:44. Okay? Because he was cursing out wicked, evil niggas that were supposed to be priests or whatever, right? Men of the Lord, so-called, and Yahweh Shai cursed them out, man. So pretty much the spirit we coming in the spirit of Yahweh Shai. That's why Yahweh Shai said, surely you will bear your cross and follow me. So if we walking in the spirit of Yahweh Shai, then we going to catch the hell of Yahweh Shai, the straight gate. But anyway, John 8:44, what did Yahweh Shai say? He got tired of them niggas. And you know what? Because they were trying to tempt him, just like these wicked niggas be doing to us. You know, the scoffers, they come in our comment board, these other wicked apostolite Israelite camps, right? They come and whether they do videos talking shit about us, which is fine. That's fine. Fine. Anyways, you know, they'll come in the comment boards calling themselves trying to throw scriptures at us, but they don't even understand the scriptures that they trying to bring out, which they totally take the scriptures out of context. You niggas don't know the scriptures. Or they just come with personal attacks like they did at Yahweh Shai. You're Beelzebub. You cast out demons in the name of Beelzebub. They call Beelzebub really represents Satan. So they were calling Yahweh Shai the devil. Yahweh Shai had the spiritual power, and he was raising the dead and healing people. So they said, yeah, man. Basically, they were calling Yahweh Shai like a witch, a warlock, like any terrible bearing false witness, blasting him, doing all that. And it's the same thing they do to us, right? You see what I'm saying? Nigga, you got niggas out here that call us Masons. We Masons, we're witches, we're this, we're that. When all we doing is bringing out the scriptures, man. Like, are we pushing anything about Masonic shit? We just pushing the scriptures. But them niggas are cut, because remember what Yahweh Shai said. If the world hated me before it hated you, it will hate you. So it's okay. That's the road of Yahweh Shai, man. But then we're going to clap back with the scriptures. John 8:44, right? Yahushua told them wicked, evil niggas, ye are of your father, the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own. Who was Yahushua talking about? He was talking about Esau. Because remember when Yahushua first came on the scene, them wicked sellout niggas, those are the same niggas back today in the reincarnation, which was them wicked priests, right? Because they were living good. Remember, Yahushua always got on them. That's why we get on people. Because Yahushua, we just completing the work of our master, Yahushua. He said, them wicked niggas, when Yahushua came on the scene and started his ministry, they said, well, look, them niggas in the spirit, they knew, see, wicked niggas can decipher shit too. They knew he was the Messiah. But what did they say? Remember, they had that counsel amongst themselves and said, well, look, if we believe on him, then the Romans will come and take away all that we have. Because them niggas was doing good. Because they sold out. They took the bag. So them dudes, them wicked high priests, they had nice homes. Well, them and the other niggas that endorsed them, like them and their minions, them and their scribes and their servants, them dudes had nice houses. You know damn well they probably lived in the best part of Jerusalem. They had fine, well, Yahushua said that. They had the fancy top level gun, just like Nate and IURC. Like, hey man, them dudes, they got these out of sight garments. Look like earth, wind, and fire, right? And you see my man, the Bishop Nathaniel himself, boy, he be having, I mean, hey, I ain't gonna front. Hey man, there's some bad looking garments. There's some beautiful garments. I ain't gonna say they ain't. Nate, he be having the gold and the purple and the gold and the red and gold. And I mean, yeah, it looks nice. It looks nice. It looks nice. Right? Because we're Israelites, right? Oh, wow, man, dudes. But then that go to show you. And then us, Great Millstone, they get up, they mock us because, we just wear regular, rugged garments. We don't wear all the big, fancy garments. Certain brothers be having, hey man, we be having some nice looking garments. Brothers be making garments, or brothers' wives will make garments. You know what I'm saying? But our garments are simple, man. It's a simple garment. We throw it over our head, put it on, and teach. Ain't no super out of sight, earth, wind, and fire, Isley Brothers looking garment, man. This is not about that. It's about the word. It ain't about your appearance, man. I mean, of course, man, appearance, but like, bro, we ain't about all that trying to look like, like I said, like earth, wind, and fire. Now, for you brothers that don't you younger brothers, that's an old soul group from the 70s. And you can punch them up on YouTube, Earth, Wind, and Fire, which they're legends. That's like an iconic, legendary group from the 70s. But the way they dressed, if you brothers pull it up, for you guys that don't know, you brothers that's in my age range, Earth, who Earth, Philip Bailey and Maurice and them. Earth, man, come on, man. That's like, especially, I mean, if you a Jake, Earth, Wind, and Fire. But they were like a top group back in the 70s. Legendary songs, man. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, the way they used to dress back then, it looked just like the garments. They had the garments, man, right? But anyways, you know what I mean? They had fancy, shiny garments. They look like Israelites. Well, they are Israelites, but you know what I mean. But anyways, that's the only reason I said that. But anyways, you can have all the fancy garments and this, that, the third. And then Yahushua spoke about that too. He said, yes, they love to be called in the marketplace, Rabbi, Rabbi, Master, Master, right? These guys are all these fancy titles, General, General. They love the uppermost rooms at feasts. Like when you see Nathan, they up there on the podium, the stage, and the rest of the congregation is down there, and you know what I mean? That's these dudes. That's why Yahweh Shah said, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. So meaning Esau is the devil. They took the bag. They serving Esau. Excuse me. They serving Esau. Okay. You see what I'm saying? And they're teaching false doctrines to the congregation. But Yahweh Shah said right there in John 8:44, your father the devil. Esau was their father. That's why I mentioned when Yahweh Shah came on the scene, them wicked, evil priests had a council and said, if we believe on him, then the Romans will come and take away all that we have, because they knew he was the Messiah. But they said, nah, we ain't going to follow him. Fuck that. We don't want to lose our goodies. Because if we endorse him as the Messiah, the Romans going to come in here and really put their foot on all our neck. This nice house I'm living in, the money I got, the extra money, all the goodies, I'm living good. These fancy garments, my good, easy life is going to be over, because then Esau will come in and fuck us all up. You see? He'll totally subjugate Jerusalem. Yeah, because at that time we were under the Romans. And they had that's what Pontius Pilate was there for. He was the governor over Jerusalem, set up to oversee the Jews, the Judeans at that time. And Yahweh Shah was a threat to all of that. You see? But Esau is through, man. His society, his kingdom is through, bro. It's over with. Amos 9 and 8. The Lord gonna drop this place, man. It's all in the scriptures. And you know what? It's all about faith. You gotta have faith to believe that that's true. You see what I'm saying? Apostle Gabal always says it. Faith is a gift. Either you got faith or you don't have faith. If you don't have faith, you ain't gonna endure in this thing, man. You see what I mean? Even if it means on to death. You see? So that's the spirit we got to be in, Akim. Just, hey, man, look, bro, it's going to get hard, but it's supposed to be hard. That's why the scriptures say, endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai. The hardness, this truth, man, you're going to catch a hell. And brothers, hey, man, you might lose things in this thing along the way. You might lose your woman. You might lose your children. However that's going to happen, you dig, you might lose your job. You might end up homeless. You might, no matter what it is, man, speaking from experience, man. But are you going to maintain your faith? Look at what happened to Job. Job is a perfect example, man. He lost everything, but he never wavered in his faith. And even his so-called friends, so the scriptures talk about that too. His woman scoffed him for maintaining faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. But what happened? Job remained faithful, and the Lord blessed him, and Job came back stronger. See what I'm saying? So, you know, that's the only point. Because Esau through, this society is through. Ain't no other way around it for this devil, man. Read the book of Obadiah. Obadiah tells you, if you believe in that and you have faith, then you know this place is done. The scriptures say what in Obadiah? Though that exalt thyself as the eagle and set thy nest amongst the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You see what I'm saying? So Esau is going down. Obadiah again, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. This devil is through. Esau is done. Job 20 and 4, it says what? The triumphing of the wicked is short. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, man, we gonna win. We fitting to win. Like Elder Yashawamba always say, we fitting to win. But it's just whether you can endure. But he that endureth unto the end the very same shall be saved. So it's an endurance race, brothers. It's about who can endure. You see what I mean? But with that, I'm going to wrap this up. I pray the video was edifying. Lord willing, I'll come back, Lord willing, if the Lord permits, with another video later on. And I said, shalom to all you sincere brothers of the hopeful elect. Shalom, man.